We're going to start with a visualization practice. Visualization can be actually visual, which means that you see the colors in your mind's eye, or they could also be just a felt sense of whatever represents that color to you or that image to you. Like when you're in a room with your eyes closed and you feel the presence of your friend sitting next to you. So the beautiful minds consist of four. There's caring, helping, celebrating, and resting. And we'll go through those as a progression, moving from the heart up to the throat, and then into the mouth, and finally to the center of the head. So as you hear these instructions or invitations, just imagine you're listening to somebody tell you a fairy tale, or you're hearing an audio book of these themes. So taking a comfortable posture, sitting in whatever way feels best for you. Allow the eyes to gently close. You could also have them somewhat open, but looking towards a wall or something so that your mind is not distracted. If you feel more comfortable, you could also look at a houseplant, or if sitting outside, let your eyes rest on the greenery, forest, or grass, etc. is totally fine. So we hold the intention to imagine a pink flower, a beautiful pink flower. Could be pink, could be apricot, a rose or chrysanthemum type flower in our heart, feeling a kind of warmth that goes with that color. So we put our mind in the heart area, center of the chest, and gently invite the image of a pink rose and a kind of a friendly warmth to enter into our heart and to rest there. To make this work, a very effective technique is to smile gently. So we smile, a kind of half smile, a little smile, the kind of smile that you have with a friend when you both are sharing a knowing smile. And as we smile, feel the blissy feelings around the lips. Notice how, when smiling, even if the smile is kind of artificial to begin with, the happy feelings around the lips start to make themselves felt. And so we always use this smile as a touchstone for what is healing, what is safe, what is happy, what is restful, what is caring. So getting in touch with that happy feeling in the lips could be quite subtle. So we kind of tune into that. And then feel our heart area, the center of the chest. And imagine that the smiley energy is now arising in the chest in the form of a pink flower or a pinkish glow that feels warm and friendly and very kind of playful and light as well. One way to work this is to breathe with the caring energy in the heart. So as we're smiling, just breathing in naturally, feeling the air go over the smile and into our heart, bringing the smiley energy with it. And then as we breathe out, that energy stabilizes, the color stabilizes, and the warmth stabilizes. And we might think the word caring as we breathe and feel the pink light in the heart. as we get facility with this, we'll see that we're actually finding the caring and the warmth that already exist in our heart. In the beginning, it seems like we're bringing it in there, but in fact, we're just uncovering what's already there, the natural caring heart that we all share. It's sometimes helpful to use phrases. Could use a phrase like, may we be happy, feeling the happiness, filling the chest area, or imagining that it's there. May we be healthy as we're breathing, and the pink glow is imagined to grow in the heart or felt to grow in the heart. It spreads health through the body, traveling all the pathways through our nervous system, through our circulatory system, through the fascia, through the musculature, through the bones, even the heat and energy that move through us that are not tied to the physical form specifically. May I be safe. So the safety of being in a good state, feeling happy, surrounding ourselves with caring, and that caring extending out to others, protecting us with its wholesome energy. And may we be free, letting go of all mental, emotional, and physical restrictions and restraints. Just feeling a sense of freedom in the way we are right now. Contentment and caring. The caring fills us as a kind of pink glow or a warmth until our whole body is filled with a sense of kindness, contentment, caring, goodwill, love. And it spills out through our pores to surround us in a caring pink light that then extends out to all others. Imagine the light naturally flowing out in all directions the way the light rays of the sun do, touching all beings everywhere, who then also feel a sense of caring and warmth and friendliness, which they then, with gratitude, radiate back towards us. And their caring from all directions, all types of beings, all times, all places, then returns to our heart and is absorbed into it, filling us with wordless contentment and gratitude and a sense of caring, mutual caring. Now, on an in-breath, imagine your mind's focus moving up into the throat and taking on a turquoise light. Smile again. Let the blissy feeling of the smile come into the throat, which is sometimes known as the enjoyment center or the bliss center. And imagine it turns into a kind of turquoise rose, a turquoise rose of helping, So our throat is filled with skillful means for helping others, helping ourselves, taking what works and sharing it in ways that free others of difficulty and also free ourselves of difficulty. And perhaps thinking, helping, or even a phrase like, how can I help? As we breathe into the throat, across the smile on the lips, and breathe out again, stabilizing a turquoise light in the throat. The light fills our throat gently, steadily, making the throat joyful and full of helping energy to help ourselves and others in ways that are helpful to that person as they see themselves. The light extends out gradually to fill our body from the throat. And then on an in-breath, extends out about a centimeter beyond our body through the pores, protecting us with this beautiful light of helping ourselves towards greater states of well-being. Then extending out from there to touch all beings everywhere and to help them in whatever ways they may need. So anyone who's alone or feels alone, who's having distress or anguish, that beautiful turquoise light touches them and somehow fills them with the confidence they need to do whatever's appropriate for their situation, to be helpful to themselves and others. Then that light comes back in the form of gratitude from all beings to us and is absorbed into the throat, filling our speech and our sense of communication with a beautiful, powerful, helping ability. Resting in that. Now on an in-breath again, smiling. Imagine the mind's focus moving upward towards the back of the mouth, just where the jaws come together at the back, in the center, in a vertical line from the heart and the throat. And a beautiful yellow light begins to form around where the tonsils would be. A beautiful yellow rose or other flower, or just a glow like a beautiful sun, a yellow sun. Glowing, translucent, right at the back of our mouth. Like the essence of a smile. This is a celebrating energy. The energy of seeing ourselves and others as we would wish to be, and celebrating and feeling gratitude and a kind of joint congratulatory energy about the wonderful things that are in our world and in our lives. Even something as simple as being able to sit here and smile and appreciate the good fortune of ourselves and others to be here like this. And a phrase like, good for you, or celebrate, so happy for you, Something like that could work. Celebration. As we breathe across the smile, now we're kind of in the middle of the smile. Allow the yellow glow to fill the back of the mouth and fill the whole mouth with the taste of success and celebration, whatever that means to you. Filling the whole head and neck and chest, whole body filled with a beautiful yellow light like sunlight. Extending to fill the body, and then on an in-breath, out through the pores to surround us in a beautiful, happy light of celebration. Kind of energetic Mardi Gras. And then extending out to all beings everywhere, touching them with the joy of celebration, like millions and billions of telegrams or happy tweets and emails. All beings then feel the celebration back, and they also send their joy back to us, kind of celebratory joy and celebrating together. Absorbing into the chakra or center at the back of our mouth. You might find yourself salivating the way you would when you see something delicious, to see the success of others, the happiness of others, and how that reflects the happiness back to ourselves. And then, smiling on an in-breath when you're ready, imagine the mind's focus moving upward into the center of the head. Notice the stillness in the center of the head. Very quiet in there. It feels delightful. Restful yet awake. Now allow the smile to drop away, just like you would when you fall asleep, just dropping into a space of complete balance and stillness. And experience a white light, like a white flower, white rose, or a white glow, beautiful white glow, in the center of the head. Feel the equipoise, the balance, the stillness. Feel the stillness between each moment, between sounds, between sensations, between thoughts. And a beautiful white light extends out through the head, purifying and cleansing any doubts or worries or stresses, healing those, and then extending out through the whole body with an exquisite sense of peace and stillness and balance free of any judgment, free of picking and choosing. Then the white glow extends out beyond the body, surrounding us with peace. And then extends out to all beings everywhere, bringing peace and equipoise, balance, equanimity, and resting. It's the deepest kind of rest where there's no activity of trying to make things other than they are. When the light and the warmth of stillness touches all beings, they also become filled with peace. And all conflict evaporates, melts away. And their joy at the stillness and the equanimity then extends back to us, being gathered into our mind, in the head, bringing balance. Rest here as long as it's comfortable. And when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and gently begin to move as the meditation concludes.